Hey guys, Phoenix here, and we are on the final episode of Hatoful Boyfriend. In the last episode, we got a little bit of a depressing, but a one romance that I actually was expecting most of them to be. And in this one, it's the finale, and there is one more thing we can do, but we have to start a new game. And of course, I'll give my name, and I already got to a point where it's past the introductions and everything, so the only reason we have to start a new game, well, we'll get to that when we get to it. So, we'll put in our name. And yes, this is okay. Yeah, visualizations of models, yes. Now, oh crap. Okay, so, what that little pop-up said before I fast forward is that we can choose to fulfill a promise or a normal life. Any way we see it, it's all our choice. So, we're gonna go with fulfill a promise.
Is there anything you desire? I can grant whatever you wish. Tell me. Strange bird once said that. Who was that bird talking to?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and load up past these introductions again. Oh, don't do that. Come on. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta do it twice. So, this might be a short episode for the main reason we're gonna be fast forwarding through nearly everything since we've seen it all. And we don't need to follow a specific path. We could just keep going on with whatever we want. We're not gonna die like in the first episode. And we can just keep moving on. And go ahead, you know books are nice. And like I said, it might be a shorter episode because of it. But like I said, we've already seen everything, and that's all there is to it. So then, if that's the case, why am I just playing through all this over again? Well, at first I was going to try and just get the ending and the beginning saved up. But then, as I was playing through, like, I got to something that kind of was interesting that made it to where I can't just go straight to the ending. And once again, sports, blah blah blah, three-legged race, why not? Ryudo was awesome. And fast forward. Ah, oh no! Crap! I didn't know I was gonna fast forward through that! Okay, so I guess we'll just start from here. Load. Again, since we're fast forwarding through all this anyway, it's not a big deal. Student council, why not? I know I chose something else, but like I said, we're fast forwarding through most of this. Except this time, I know when we get to that moment, we're not going to fast forward. Vice President. Fast forward. Ryuda. And music class, why not? Man, I didn't know I was gonna fast forward to that. So this is when we get to the festival. And fast forward, three-legged race. And I remember... Ha! Okay, maybe I could have kept going for a little bit, but... yeah, this is when I find out I'm flunking. Alright, this is what I accidentally skipped through because I didn't think I would do it.
I've had this dream a lot recently. I can see a little house on the other side of the fence. Wonder who lives there. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ryuda is next to me, and my parents are here too. We're all together again, but... Mom? Dad? Hey, wake up, please!
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think we've seen all the birds' history and all, but we haven't seen much of our own. let's go to the store. I'm so nervous. This is a little rude. Okay, you wanna know what? Just for safety, I'm going to save over this one. Fast forward. Okay, I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing one after this. I don't know why. I only ever did the first one. I only ever saw the first and second one. I don't know when the other ones appear. Okay, I'm just gonna click through these ones, because I feel like it's gonna happen after the events. I was wrong. Yada, and I think Sakuya's gonna win. I'm only being cautious now. No? Alright. So I will go ahead and save on 3 again. Oh, no! Dang it! Oh, good thing I did that. Okay. Yeah, we did it right this time.
That dream again. Ryuta, my parents, and me at a stranger's house. The strange bird who comes to me is a magician. He says he'll grant any wish that Ryuta and I make. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day.
Okay, I think I can see when these moments are gonna happen now. Alright, so fast forward! Valve 2, fast forward. Yeah, again, sorry that I'm fast forwarding through all this, but we've seen it all now. And I'm mainly wanting to show this, because this is the finale. I would, like, go through a whole day, but that would take up nearly an hour, and I'm not wanting to reread all of that, so sorry about that. Yeah, forget it. Like I said, you don't need to do anything specific for this. You just need to get all of the other endings. And we'll go with Ryuta. Fast forward. And save. Again, I'm just playing it safe. I want to study in the library. And are you bullied? Did I stop it? Alright. So, sorry I'm getting paranoid with the saving, but I don't want to miss anything. Oh yeah, this is when Ryuta's gotten sick. What? Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on a second there. Okay, we can fast forward to this. This is just this is when Ryuta's. But that part was new.
I'm late! I've been slow getting out before, but I never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, I gotta go fast. Sorry I'm...
Oh. Wait, what?
Sorry I'm late.
Good morning, Kawara. We were just about to sit down. Wait, what? Late on the second day, as expected of a feral. Oh crap, I was reading that. Okay. Now.
Sir, where's Lana? Isn't she here?
Apparently not. Whoa, this is new. No wonder her kind died off. Excuse me?
Where are you, Lana? Usually you'd be here early. You were late yesterday, and now this.
I think we can start homeroom now. Today we'll do a little review on the history of birdkind. You waited till now to teach that? What a pathetic country. Of course, everyone has learned it years ago, but it required for second day of the semester. Back when we birds were still beasts and pets, a virus known as H5N1 appeared. At first, it only infected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread off to humans. This mutated strain was highly infectious and had an extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of the human species. So the humans engineered a powerful virus to kill birds to prevent H5N1 from becoming pandemic. In hindsight, it seemed foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders of the time saw no better option. Except, the new virus didn't work. Infected birds didn't die. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Even kakapos, which were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. And as you all know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators. Which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to H5N1. Most died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. Ah, that's the bell. Well, vote on student council members in the second period, so be on time.
Lana never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her.
Kawara, do you have a minute?
Sure.
We're supposed to get our print boxes today. Would you mind picking ours up?
Our print box?
Yep, that's the handouts and everything, since we don't have a council yet.
Okay, it's in the faculty room, right?
That's right. If you could have it back here before second period, please.
Print box. Inside the faculty office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's this much of it.
Oh, thank you. Were you okay by yourself?
It was a little heavier than I expected, but I was fine.
Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything is here. Huh? Did you cut your wing, Kawara?
Cut my... I don't think so.
It's bleeding.
It is. Did I scratch myself on something? Doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? There's blood leaking through the corner of the box. I feel sick. But I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. It can't.
Whoa! This is taking a turn. Oh, what? Well then. What? Look away, Kawara. Looking will only hurt you. Emergency! Emergency alert! Emergency alert! We have entered a state of emergency. All students, please evacuate the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered. Crow! What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Until we know what's going on, there is nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawaro? Come on! No. I don't want to leave Lana here alone. Get up, she's gone! That thing is no longer Pyrona. It can't be. Come! I'm not gonna lie, I have chills going down my spine right now. By the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had? That too? Yep, well, the class rep opened it and I didn't see, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Ours had half a leg. It was really gross. In the snatches of conversation, I hear it sounds like all the print boxes had pieces of human corpses in them. Are they all pieces of Lana? I wonder. Nobody seems practically concerned. Which isn't that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was dead bird. Just some primate. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely Pyrona's. Won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah. Someone tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone wake me up. Someone! Whoa, you're new. Is everyone here? This is Ichigo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we have all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. This school is designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense! The weather is perfectly clear! Cool! Okasan felt no earthquakes. It's not like we were anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, Headmaster! Just what is going on outside? Does this have something to do with Pyrona Lona? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, imbecile! The gymnasium erupts in whispered discussion once more. Oh, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Quara? No. Yes, I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. It could prove to be. It already is. Crew! Mr. Nanagi, Lana is missing! Crew! She must have run off somewhere! Okasan will go look for her! San, no, she's... San is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with San. Let's go get Lana. Calm yourself, Kawara. To relinquish your sanity during the state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we can't just leave her like that. May I go back to the classroom just once? Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym now, did he? I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Thanks, Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I'm not doing this for you. Pyrona was foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense. But she never deserved anything like this. I swear by my blood and name as the label, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawara.
Right. Holy crap, I thought this was just going to be a short episode. So I exited the gymnasium in Sakia's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Lana. Who did that to her, and why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was raging whirlpool of questions and no answers, and I did not yet know what we would find.
What is this?
A wall. A huge, gray... What had happened to the clear autumn sky is now blocked off by a dull gray. It's dark, almost like the sun had already gone down.
A dome? Rather, we appear to be shut from above as well.
What? When did they do this? How?
I don't think any of us was in full command of the faculties as we came this way. We can't be certain that this wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we were all in the gymnasium. Listening to the headmaster, though.
He did say there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield.
A disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous grey blanket and wait?
Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing a panic.
If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know why our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster?
Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to Lana and all this. Let's go to the classroom, and then tell Mr. Tanaki about the dome thing.
Very well. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were, as well. They're theirs at the teacher's desk.
Is everybody else planning to stay at the gym?
Japan is a country full of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone else had dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. We're here.
Ugh. The box is still where I left it. Inside is... I can't. Sakia, I'm sorry. Could you...
No matter. What is this madness? Huh? There's nothing here.
That can't be right. We left it right here. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it?
Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym. This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel.
Uh-oh.
Yuya!
Yuya!
Salutations, Ryuda. I see you're babysitting Sakuya. Do not throw my name about like some cheap toy mongrel. How cruel. Well, I can't blame you for being tense given the circumstances.
I think he'd act like that regardless of the circumstances, Yuya.
I'm sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened.
His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before.
You know her for a long time, right?
Yes. Do you know something about all this, Yuya?
Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the questions we face right now. The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Yeah, that. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab.
The chemistry lab? What for?
For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered throughout the school, if only the mental health of the students. Secondly, for the autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was cut up and distributed for the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering if there isn't a connection between the two.
We are, but we haven't found anything.
What do you know? I told you, this is all a mystery to me too. I suspect that we will have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed in like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now.
The doctor? Why him?
You don't trust him?
Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her. He might even have...
You suspect the doctor?
Yeah! Everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment.
He is an expert in the field. Who else here would perform the autopsy?
But...
I know where you're coming from, Ryuda. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Nanaki to come, too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure.
Alright, we'll go later. Solana has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining her now. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right?
We know where the corpses went, but why are you here? Me? I'm investigating, under my own orders, of course. Playing detective, mongrel. That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected. I am inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety. Indeed. So, Ryuda.
Yeah?
I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to Lana as soon as possible, right?
Yes. Lana. Gone for a moment, and suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them. And I'm going to find the culprit, and I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird,
My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, the school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after a shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyway, mongrel.
Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help.
Oh, and one other thing. You might want to talk to one in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you.
You mean that antisocial cockatiel dandy everybody hates?
Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talking mongrel. Adieu.
He saunters off towards the staircase.
What a dreadfully obnoxious man! I thought he'd never shut up.
He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here.
Indeed. Where should we be headed next? I doubt we would be amiss visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or even investigating the wall outside.
Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe the one guy will be able there to help us.
The maintenance office. In other words, the repairman's shop. I doubt we will find anything useful here.
You said to go, right?
I doubt the integrity of his advice.
Jesus. Anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family.
My family? Did you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me!
Whoa, calm down. Guess his elitism is still running business as usual. Okay, sorry, mood killer. The music's a little too loud. There we go. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building, on the ground floor, right? Oof, boy. Excuse us.
What is this? This does not look very educational.
The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think.
A dove and one more?
Mr. One, hello.
What are you doing here? Did you hear the alarm?
I'm Ryuta, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building.
Didn't you hear the alarm?
No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That was what I do here.
Whoa, somehow he seems really cool.
You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium?
Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there.
No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help.
Sasaki Yuya?
Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Sorry, he transferred from overseas, and his Japanese isn't too great.
He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. What did you say your gentlemen were investigating?
Two things. The murder of Pyrona Lorna and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes, I got an idea from Mr. Sakazaki.
In other words, you know only what you have been heard from that mongrel. Useless.
I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus.
Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is then.
Nope.
Useless wretch! Sakuya, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait! Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside.
Certainly no. Everything's been cut off since this morning.
Even that telephone wires, eh? This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut off communication systems off. If it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kimura.
Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you.
Bright and massive? What?
If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in the school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there.
Of course, of course. The headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he is broadcasting from his office, then we might still be in there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that.
If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this. And you don't want to forget anything.
Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab, or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Oh, crap. I think we should go check out the wall. I'm pretty sure it'll make us check out both anyway. We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's get a little closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it's some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something. We should check. We still do not know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right, let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there's any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it has been ventilated? I can't say I fancy a prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah. Not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there, is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color.
That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there's really such a terrible disaster out there that this is the only option, maybe we would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed. Let's move on. Well, to the lab. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Lana, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing.
Hello, Kawara.
Sir, thank you for being with Lana now.
Of course. Sasaki came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym.
He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining up the pieces of Lana up on one of the lab benches.
Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara?
I'm not glowering at you.
Do you disapprove of my handling her?
He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it! Just wish he had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iromine?
Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait?
Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Right.
Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment, please.
Yes?
Allow me to give you a hint.
A hint?
You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind, You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Isn't it beautiful, Mr. Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you? I take it does not sweet your taste. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity.
He?
Well then, you can handle the outside investigation, and I the internal. Good luck, Mr. Kawara.
Right, thanks, Doctor. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. Better not worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawara about, Doctor?
Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement.
I see. That's good, then. I'm sure you remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. I suppose we've finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab. The Great Dome covers the entire school, but for one small hatch. And we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say. Indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster, sir! Are you within? We demand entry! Rude even to the headmaster. I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who actually respects. No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sakia, that's... It's locked? Bah, where's that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away. Indeed, he never was the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he has locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. Yeah, we can head back to the... What is it, Kawara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you're imagining things. Like something's being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again. Behind... Suddenly behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Holy crap. What in... The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. Sakia, watch out! Wow. Hello, lag. Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatters across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakia, we have to run. I am well aware. Did we lose it? I think so. Luckily, it moves so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was a humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. I've never heard of a human made of a metal and burlap. A murder, the dome, and now this? I know not who's behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. Oh, welcome back, Kawara Shirogane. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster. He must have been hiding from the Scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You're becoming incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us. We ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous here, we should probably tell every birdie. Stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with the monstrous new guest. I wonder what that Scarecrow man's connection to all this is. A Scarecrow man, you say? Doctor! Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd have to get my hands on it. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. It was aware here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may well be right to know what I found, given your efforts toward the investigation.
I shall try to state simply and briefly that I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Pyrona.
Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out among ourselves would only do us harm. I know.
Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There is no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick.
She was dismembered after death then, Doctor.
It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up some time after death.
Lana was one of those healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning, someone poisoned her. Why?
For the sake of the
grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason. Disgusting either way.
I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I can't not be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Pyrona died yesterday after school.
In that evening, then?
Precisely. And she was found this morning.
In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all night long. Kawara, her house was near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me. I see. Perhaps we should ask another student who assumed she was close.
You're going out again? Be careful. Sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous.
Don't worry, we can outrun the Scarecrow if it shows up again.
Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know that Ryuta has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but...
I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home, as usual. I know nothing of what happened in the rest of the school, sadly.
So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamine saw Lana yesterday afternoon. Oh, right! Could we ask a favor from you, Mr. Nanaki?
A favor?
The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there is a spare key to his door, could we use it?
A spare key?
Yes, there should be one in the faculty room.
I'll ask the vice principal for you.
Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon.
Be careful out there.
You too, sir. Kawara is a strange boy. Wonder why he lied about going straight home. What? We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Right, we should ask everybody where they were yesterday. Doctor said he was in the infirmary until we went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He's a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the LaBelle family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamine. He makes medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he has made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was all some kind of mad scientist, cooking up nothing but death and all-round woe. You have become biased by the foolish rumors of peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the LaBelle family is in debt to him. An old bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to...
Look at that scarecrow thing. I think we need a breather.
Mr. One?
You're through again. Come in. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope.
We went to the headmaster's office as you requested, It was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from...
Was that thing a muddy scarecrow like mine, perhaps?